Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders. There it is. Yeah, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't already know, this is Washington Football Weekly. I'm your boy Sean Spencer with my guy from South Carolina, Mr. Commander Will Kramer. Yeah, buddy. Talking about that first preseason game. Yes, we did come up just shy. Yes, I'm trying to measure them now. We did come up just shy. Yes, we did come up just shy of the victory, losing 24-14, much to the chagrin of our friend Brian Westhuse, who did an excellent job talking about the game.
He did. He seemed to really enjoy it too.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we definitely got to bring him back on the show. That was great. Hopefully not when we're playing them,
right?
But definitely on for other things. But as we've been talking about most of the show, just all about the team, looking on some of the positives, some of the negatives, breaking down our running back position. One of the things that's really hit us is one of the things that we say at the beginning of each year, we're going to be good if this doesn't happen, and it's injuries. And the injury bug has nipped us all over. And a lot of it started here, but some of it started way back last year. As we've seen, Chase Young will not be starting week one. I think he's on the PUP list, so he's definitely out the first four. So, but like we've said, he might most likely middle of the season as we're looking at. So we know on that. Some news that I didn't expect to get, but we did get. Logan Thomas. Will. I thought we'd be lucky if we got him week one. But all of a sudden, now he's back. Talk to me.
Yeah, that's fantastic news.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You know, I mean, he is such a weapon. You saw it last year, even obviously with Taylor Heineke's, started 16 games. So he was out, a big part of that. But when Logan came back from the injury, the offense was moving the ball. And then against the Raiders, he tore his ACL. And then we win the last game of the season, right? That's after the Raiders. I think we lost 4 in a row.
Yeah.
So it shows how dynamic he is out there and how important he is to this offense. And that was before we had Jahan Dotson and before we had Curtis Samuel healthy. So that's huge.
Yeah.
I will say this though, he was cleared to practice. He is out there practicing. He's out there running routes. He's not involved in their 11-on-11 drills right now. So he's still working his way back out. Now, they did say today he ran in 7-on-7s, and you wouldn't know that he had a knee injury. He was putting a lot of pressure on that knee. He was running around. He wasn't favoring it. He was going out there, but he has a sleeve on it. I think week one is a possibility, but it's not a guarantee. We'll see if, will he be ready on week one? It's still a week and a half away, maybe, but it's a wonderful sight to see him out there because we talked about the part that we haven't seen a whole lot is how Carson Wentz loves his tight ends.
Yeah.
And we got ourselves a dynamic tight end that is coming back from injury. And we've got another dynamic tight end that is recovering from an injury too in Cole Turner. It's like, that's another weapon that we want to see out there. So I'm excited that it's coming. Ron mentioned it. Logan would probably be, one of the first ones off. He's the second one off that injured list, and I'm excited to see him ramp up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love this. And like you said, so I'm glad you clarified that he's practicing, but don't get your hopes up really high that he'll be back week one. And to be honest, I don't know that I want him back week one because we know how much of a weapon he is, and his size alone and the ability to block is paramount. And as we've seen and we addressed this last week, our tight ends were getting blown up. And this isn't Bates. Obviously, he was out. And this isn't Logan Thomas. He was out. But our running game is a huge part of the thing, part of our offense. And having Logan Thomas in there, I think, will be a huge benefit to our offense. So I'm glad that he's getting back on the field and putting pressure on the leg and doing all those type of things. But it's still like we've been here before. Don't rush it.
Don't all in for week one.
Right. Yeah, no. No documentaries.
Right.
All right. Just you just take your time.
Yeah.
You just take your time because that like you said, he is such a huge member of that offense, and he's such a big contributor that we want to have him. We're better when we have him, but we're best when we have him at 100% or the closest we're going to get to 100%.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to tell a player not to get on the field, you know, if he has that heart and that passion, but I am going to say, hey, look, let's think about the long term. This is a 17-game season. You know what I mean?
But I will say this. I'm a little concerned about our tight ends right now because we went into this game and our number 1 tight end, Logan Thomas, is hurt. Our number 2 tight end, John Bates, is nicked. Our number 3 tight end, Cole Turner, is nicked with and they both have like hamstrings or something that's kind of nagging them. So we need somebody. You know, now we've got the converted quarterback who's, you know, really impressing, but he's one-dimensional. You know, we got guys we're bringing off the street right now to play for us this week. You know, so there is a concern there that we're really thin. Now, maybe in the next week and a half, it may be like hey, there's no need to rush these guys back.
Yeah.
Who knows? This could be a situation. Cole Turner hasn't played all preseason. Maybe this is a Terry McLaurin stash thing where they're like, we ain't showing you anything.
Oh, yeah.
You know what we got because they talked so much about the camaraderie Wentz and Turner were making before he kind of got hurt. And maybe it's he's hurt. I don't know. Glass half full. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'll take it. I will take it. Yes. Yeah. If we could, that would be great. That would be absolutely great if we've been hiding him over there. Speaking of tight ends, I know this might not be injury wise, but Samus, we put him on the injury, but then we gave him the freedom to look elsewhere if necessary.
Yeah. So they reached an injury settlement this week. So it's 1 week after on Tuesday when he got placed. It was cut down day. You know, and so last week he got placed on, I guess, injured reserve. And then a week later they settled with him because he's got a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's not something that's going to take him out all season. And so they've kind of said, you're free to sign with somebody else. And if he signs with somebody else, he can practice and play immediately. If he wants to come back to us, he has to sit out at least 3 games, I believe, before he can be eligible. So there's a little bit of a timetable there. But it's kind of interesting because, was it a year ago, you know, he had this great workout to the fact where we just pounced on him and signed him.
Yeah.
You know, and so for them to already be kind of saying, all right, well, good luck. See, if you sign on with someone, you sign on. If not, maybe we'll bring you back. It's a little surprising, and we'll have to see because, you know, there could be teams that saw that workout too and were impressed. And, you know, so we'll see if he gets picked up. But yeah, I'm not shocked by it because I heard this was an option, but it is a little bit like, cutting and bait on him already. Okay.
Yeah. And I think that might going back to last week, I think that might answer our question. Is the Samus Reyes experiment done in Washington? It looks like they've, given up with not actually saying we're gone, but they're basically saying, you know, probably be better for you to go elsewhere.
Sure.
You know, and so, hey, look, best of luck to him. And if he comes back, he comes back. Obviously, right now, we need him definitely back in there with our lack of tight ends due to the injury or whatever. But it's like you're saying, he's not going to make headway on the top 3. You know what I mean? And the way Rodgers and Hodges, some of those guys are, you know, playing, he's still going to probably be down there and below them. Mm-hmm. And it's like, look, it's just not, at some point, it's just like, it's not even fair to you. If you really want to play, let's see if another team picks you up. You can get in there immediately. There are teams that can use you. You have talent now. Or you've always had talent, but you have 2 years.
Show potential. Yeah.
Right. And experience, and you've been practicing, you've been on a team. So it's only good beneficial for you to get that tape and everything like that. So
yeah.
Oh man. So hey, we will see. We will see about Logan Thomas.
I do have some good news to report on the injury front.
Yeah.
We had some guys come back this week. Our 2 guards, Andrew Norwell and Wes Schweitzer, returned to practice. Okay. So now it's kind of trending that Schweitzer is going to be our starting right guard because Trey Turner, who we signed, came from Pittsburgh last year, who they sort of penciled in to be our starting right guard. He's been out all preseason.
Yeah.
All training camp, everything. So there's a good chance he may start the season injured. And so Schweitzer's going to be the right guard to probably take over, which, this kind of shows how valuable he is to come in and plug and play like he can. And I think that's going to show our 53 is going to change a little bit. We may have a backup center because Schweitzer can't be that guy. And they also brought back, hot off the press. Thank you, Abdul, for letting us know. Wes Martin got brought back. We signed him, and maybe it's one of these like, hey, he can play on Saturday. He knows our scheme pretty well. Right. He can just come right in. We've got some guys that dinged up. We need bodies. Let's go. But they brought him back. I can't say I love the move.
I saw it.
I don't like bringing retreads like this. But,
Oh yeah, that's It'll be interesting to see. It was funny. I just saw that. He said, "Welcome, fellas." Yeah, buddy.
Is that Ab? We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, you already know, man. Always hit us with those news and notes. Yeah, man. So it shall be interesting. We shall see. I mean, Logan Thomas is a pseudo lineman, if you will. Like he's an extra lineman at times. Mm-hmm. Definitely on that line. So definitely we'll be glad when we see him suiting up in a Commander's jersey for the first time. Right now, take the time, bro.
Yep.
Take the time. Stay away from documentaries or anything. Don't make any phrases. Pressure makes diamonds or any of this. Just head down and get back to the field.
When would you predict Chase Young's going to come back? Because the rest of the country was like shocked by this news. But we've known like he ain't going to be playing the first couple games. Ron said it.
Right.
What is your prediction of when we think we might see Chase Young?
I'm saying around the end of October. Yeah. I'm saying because we got October 6th. I know we got the Bears, and I think we got like the Packers after that. And I believe somewhere in there I'm trying to think. I think we got the Texans at one point. I think right around that time, maybe like right after bye week or something like that, then get him in there, give him the most possible time to get healthy, get back, get acclimated with what we're doing now, and just get his legs back under him. Because, if he's been practicing a little bit, but not hitting no real intense type stuff. So we got to get him back at that level. And he's another one. Just sit back.
Take your time. We know it's going to be a half a season. Right. Let's make it a good half.
Right. Exactly.
Let's make it an impactful half.
So then he can come in the second half of the season and get, 7.2 sack or 7.5 sacks. You know what I mean? A bunch of tackles for losses and all that stuff and just shine. Yeah. I'm calling it right now, 7.5. All right. He's going to match his rookie total once he gets back in the year. Book it. Let's go. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving close to the end of the show. We appreciate you being with us, but we got something special for you on the other end of this transition.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.